Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Weather News Kamen Rider Show. Yeah, that's what this is the show. This is the show right here. As you can tell, we're wearing Weather News Kamen Rider shirts. And we recently just got them. This is as you know, the logo, the new logo on the intro, the background, the shirt now. If y'all want some, let us know, and we'll negotiate.
Yeah.
Merch coming out, baby.
I'd like to shout out my sister and my sister-in-law.
Tell them who made them.
Who made these shirts. My sister, Sarah, and my sister-in-law, Marley, they collaborated, and they were able to make the shirts. They made one for me, Trace, and Caitlin. So.
Yeah, the trio.
And now we've got shirts.
Yeah, we've got actual merch. If y'all want some, comment down below, message us on Instagram, all the social media, let us know, and we'll talk to you about it.
See.
Yeah, we don't have a shop, so that'll be when if we have more stuff.
Yawning?
Not yawning, but that's when we'll have more stuff if we make a store.
Oh, yeah.
But in the last episode of the Weather News Times Are Not show, we did a spelling bee. That was really fun. Not for Dawson, but it was fun for me because I thought it was hilarious. The longest episode of the Weather News Times Are Not show, period. And it's one of the funniest. So go check it out if you want to see us miserably spell words. Because we went through public school and we still can't spell for nothing. It was funny though. You get to see who won, who got the ultimate punishment, all that stuff. Go check it out. It'll be at the top of this video. Now, in today's episode of the Weather News Times Are Not show, we have not done one of these in quite some time. I think the last time that we did a ranking video was with the films that we most recently did. Because we talked about all the other films in our top 10, and we talked about the ones that weren't in the top 10. If you want to go check that video out, be at the top of this video as well. Great video. We talk about films like the Bigfoot film, Aftermath. We talk about Drop Zone, all that stuff. Who Took Sarah? Go watch it. It's cool. Today, we're going to be talking about and ranking all of the Kamen Rider suits. Now, we talked about, we didn't rank, but we talked about our favorite Power Ranger characters and suits and all the teams and everything like that. So it's going to be similar to that. If you don't know what Kamen Rider is, open up Google right now and look it up. Yep. It's basically like Power Rangers, but it's like a one-person superhero. Basically.
And they're like armored.
They're armored up. We will talk about what we think about the individual suits, if we've had ideas for specific ones, because we have. There are some that we have had ideas for. We're going to be going from 2000 to now, because everything else before that looks like crap.
They look like actual bugs.
Yeah, but
Kamen Rider's based off of bugs, but they look like bugs.
Yeah, they do, yeah. And you can't blame them because they didn't have a lot to work with in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
But the ones that we're going to be looking at look way cooler than those. And the backstories are very cool, too. If y'all want to look up all of the backstory stuff for these Kamen Riders specifically, Google.
Because we're just doing suits.
We're just doing suits today.
So.
We've watched the first episode of 01.
We did do that.
That was very wild.
It was definitely not what I was expecting.
No, we'll talk about that more when we get there. Yeah, I've watched some of Ryuki, the one that became Dragon Knight.
Yeah.
That one's really good. I haven't watched the rest of it, but most of it's good.
What's the one with the American?
That's Dragon Knight.
Oh, is it?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
so.
I think that's what you mean. I don't know.
I think so. It's like two Americans.
They turned Ryuki into an American version of Dragon Knight, basically, and they just took all the suits and there you go. It's cool. But we're gonna go through all 25 suits, and we're gonna just talk about them. That's basically what the video is. If y'all know how rankings work, tier lists work, explain it to them how they work in case they don't know, Dawson.
You got good and you got bad, and you got some in between. But on this one, we got S, A, B, C, D, F. We've never really understood why the S is at the top. It's just how it is.
I guess superior.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I guess.
Who knows?
But S is like great overall. A is good. B is
Eh.
C
is also sort of.
D is bad, and then F is non-conclusive, worst of everything.
Yeah, S is the best, F is the worst.
Yeah.
Basically. But I've got all of the suits on my phone because I do have a PowerPoint presentation that I showed Dawson with Kamen Rider people, but I'm using the computer, on my computer, but I'm using it to record the mic, so I decided to do it on my phone instead. But we're going to kick things off with the first out of the 25 suits with Kamen Rider Kuuga. This bad boy. I don't even know what to make of it by looking at it. And also, I've not much liked it when I first saw it either. Because it just looks like a hard shell suit, basically. The story behind it is very fascinating, behind the character who comes up on like some ruins and stuff and comes up upon it and basically becomes the dude.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
I will say, I think the only thing I really like about it is the helmet.
Yeah, it's in the shape of a beetle.
Yeah, I like, I don't know. The helmet is the coolest thing about the suit. That's all I can really give it.
There's a lot of black, slick, motorcycle-ish leather going on.
The chest plate, don't really care so much about it.
The knee pads look stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you want to call those knee pads?
He's not even wearing boots. He's wearing, like, shoes with, like, ankle bracelets.
Kind of like the King Oju Rangers are now, basically, in a way.
Whenever I told you about that, I was like, they're not even boots. They're not even, like,
they're
together.
Shoes. They're not connected.
They're not connected.
They're
Why
not
are
connected.
they not connected?
I don't know.
But, yeah.
What would you put this on your list, Dawson, as our first Kamen Rider suit so far?
So far, I'll give the helmet. The helmet's okay. But other than that, because I don't think anything else, functionality-wise, is if you were fighting, your legs are completely open.
Yeah.
There is nothing on your legs. So, I'm probably going to put it on C.
Okay.
Because I'll give it the helmet.
I'm gonna put it on B because it's one of the first good-looking ones, but they definitely improved from here. I'll say that. Everything from the waist down sucks to me.
Everything from the neck down sucks for me.
To me, from the waist up, it looks fine. If they could have done more with the chest plate.
Yeah. The neck up for me is the best part of it.
Yeah, it looks like that little thing unfolds.
Yeah.
Or whatever. There we go.
There's
C and B. Cool stuff. The second one we're moving on to is Kamen Rider Agito, which is basically a gold version of Kuuga. Basically. It's a gold version of the same thing, except it has more horns.
Yeah, the top of the helmet, the horns are a little bit bigger. The shoulder pads look cool. The chest plate got a lot better. He's actually got, like, arm cuffs. Well, this one did too, but this one's...
That one looks like it's weird. On the thing itself.
It's on the suit. This is actually, like...
zipped up.
Yeah. Knee pads are still dumb.
They connected him this time.
Kind of.
They connected him.
Yeah,
sort
it's
of.
Like the ankle thing going on with like this little thing that goes up to the knee pads. The chest plate looks pretty alright. I like the shoulders. The shoulders look pretty cool. Helmet, still the best thing of the suit.
The horns got longer.
Yeah, I don't like how the horns are a lot longer. If you kept the helmet the way it is, like with the details and the colors, and then just put those horns on that one, I think it would look a lot cooler.
Who knows? That could be our version of it. Just switch them up. Who knows? We might make little versions of these dudes. The suits. We've talked about it. We'll talk about that when we get... Because a lot of these ones we haven't talked about yet.
Yep.
But where would you put that one on yours?
I put it on B.
Okay.
It's better than
same
the
thing
last
for me.
one.
I'll put it on there. I kind of see it as the same except gold.
Yeah.
It's basically the difference between the two.
There's differences. Like the chest plate's different.
It's more,
of course, and the shoulder blades are different.
little bit more detailed than the other one. Okay, now we're moving on to our third one, and I know where I'm going to put this next one at because it's like one of my favorite ones. Ryuki is great.
That's the American.
That is also Dragon Knight in America. It's Ryuki in Japan, the original, but in America it is Dragon Knight. I'm putting that at S. I love this suit a lot. I love actually all the suits in the show. We might go over more of the Kamen Rider suits because there are way too many to count on multiple hands. And so this is one of the 13 that are in that show, and I love it because I love the dragon stuff. I love like the fighting, the way they fight and everything, and just the suit itself is just great. So I'll put it at S.
I agree. I like the suit. I like how on the actual suit itself there's details.
Yeah.
That goes throughout it. There's actual boots. The gauntlets and stuff look cool. The chest plate's pretty cool. There could have been a little bit more detail on the chest plate. The shoulders look weird to me.
They look like he's about to fly away.
Yeah, they look weird. The helmet looks cool. I like the helmet. I'm going to put that at an A.
Okay.
Because I don't really understand the shoulders. And I feel like there's could have been a little bit more detail.
If we were counting the morphing sequence into this, or the henshin, sorry, is what they call it.
Henshin?
If we were, yeah, because that means morph in Japanese.
Oh.
But if we were counting that with the suits, this would probably take it down to an A because I find it very stupid. They have to be in front of a mirror.
So they're like vampires.
No, they're not. We'll get to that one later because there is a vampire one. But no, they're like those Kamen Riders are like in the mirror world, and so they have to like morph in front of a mirror, and so they can go into the mirror world. It's really weird, but weird. It makes the show very interesting. If you want to go watch it, it's on like Tubi and Shout Factory. I think they have full episodes of it on there. So check it out. It's cool. Yeah. Next up, we've got Faiz, or Kamen Rider 555, which is not the name of the Kamen Rider, but it's Kamen Rider Faiz, and he's something. I'll tell you that right now. Faiz is a very different looking
I don't like the helmet.
person. Yeah, the helmet looks very odd. I'd have to look up like the motifs for the.
I like the armor part of it.
I don't know what you could do with the helmet.
I don't like the helmet.
I don't know what you could do with it to make it go with the rest of it. I guess the same color is.
It's kind of got the same color going on with the helmet. I don't like the eyes.
Yeah, they're way too big.
Little tiny antennas. But the actual suit itself, reminds me a lot of the Shadow Ranger in SPD.
Yeah.
With like the fingertips and like the different like mount stations and like how the chest part and the shoulders go. Everything is okay until you get to right here.
It's not Doggy Kruger, it's Buggy Cruiser.
Don't like it. It's
Buggy Kruger.
I'm gonna give it a B because everything looks pretty cool other than the helmet.
I will put it the same because I don't know what to really think of it. I do like the lines on it.
Yeah.
A lot. Knee pads, I feel like, are getting worse and worse as we keep going.
Well done.
Like, the knee pads are just getting less and less. I mean, on the Ryuki one, if y'all saw it, the knee pads are like little washer-looking metal thingies.
Mm-hmm.
But now Dawson's looking something up.
Yeah.
He's trying to give y'all perspective of the Doggy Kruger outfit.
That's a pretty good picture. Oh, it's not really loading.
Of course, in a time like this, it's not loading.
Yeah, that's a pretty alright picture. But yeah, I mean, you can. There's some similarities there.
Yeah, you're seeing it right now. Doggy Kruger picture.
The SPD Shadow Ranger suit.
Yeah.
I love the helmet.
The SPD Shadow Ranger is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I also like a sword.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can kind of see the similarities with like the shoulder pads, the chest, the gauntlets, the gloves. I mean, and then helmet on peak, and then this guy, he just poop the bed on everything. And
He got a tiny antenna.
Yeah. He got these small little antennas, but his eyeballs.
His head looks like it doesn't get much internet connection. He runs on AOL. AOL on that line.
Yeah.
Whatever. Alright, we put it at B. Our fifth one we've got is Blade, which is the show is based off of cards, like playing cards. So as you can tell, it's a spade. That one's
I feel like
based
you
off
just took
the
him upside
spade.
down. You could spin them like a spin top.
You could also stab somebody with his head. You know, when it comes to Japan, you gotta go all out with designs, because I feel like eventually they just run out of ideas, and that's exactly what I think they did here. I would say this guy rides a motorbike, but they all do. They all ride a motorbike, so that's the whole Kamen Rider thing. But
I put it at D because
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it.
no, yeah, I put it at D too because of the under part. It looks very uncomfortable.
Everything just not.
Yeah, it just looks very odd. Like they're like, hey, here's an idea for a Kamen Rider. Do playing cards, and then they just spit that out. And Blade, I don't know where you get Blade from because it has nothing to do with Spade.
Yeah.
You could have just called it Kamen
We have a
Rider
Spade
Spade, we do.
in our universe.
We do.
And he's a contract killer.
Yes.
So two different things.
We actually showed a clip from, in the Ian episode, we showed a clip from the filming of that where Ian got shot in the face. That was fun. If y'all remember that. This guy should have been called Spade because it's literally on his chest. I don't know why what Blade has to do with anything to do with it. That alone made me want to put it at F because the name doesn't make any sense. But
yeah, Blade.
Put him at D.
Slade.
We've got the next one. We've got Hibiki, which has gotten even worse. It's like some BDSM crap with like leather everything. The show, the motif and stuff is like echoes and stuff. It's very different, very odd. I've never personally liked the suit at all. I'm gonna give it an F because I just don't like it. I don't like it. I remember watching the henshin sequences when I was younger and seeing that one and thinking, what is going on here? Because the way that they morph is they take a little like tuning fork that you like hit and you tune, and they put it up to their head. And there's like a little thing in their head, and then they morph into that. And it's the weirdest thing ever. But this show has to do with echoes. And
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Because
We both gave it an F. The first F of the entire ranking. Because I don't know what they were going for here.
horrible.
Very bad. Very bad design. And this is coming from the costume guy. Bad. Japan, learn. Learn better. If that's a thing, I don't know.
Learn better.
Learn better. Our next one we've got is Kabuto,
I know this one.
which looks like he's got a gear shift on the top of his head. So I'm surprised he can even fight with that thing on the top of his head. But the suit, other than the helmet, is cool. I'll say that.
I like the suit. The suit looks pretty cool.
I'm going to put it at B for this one as well.
Yeah.
The helmet kind of throws it off for me.
I would say the suit looks cool. The undersuit looks cool. The different designs, everything else kind of flows along with it. The helmet just kind of... I would say the helmet would look cool if you just took off that little top thing.
Yeah. I think the next one after
B.
this one has more of a sophisticated morphing thing. Not like, I don't know if this one does, I can't remember, but then I know I think it's the next one or the one after it that's really weird, and they don't know what they're doing a lot of the time. But yeah,
I go with B too.
we're agreeing with a lot of this because they're just weird, and we have the same opinions on a lot of these, and we'd like to use some of these, but they just suck. They get better though. We know some of them that are actually better.
Yeah.
The next one we've got is Den-O. This is the one that is very sophisticated because the way that it morphs is like a train thing, and then like, I don't know, you have to watch it. It's like they split the the eye split or whatever.
Interesting.
We might actually react to the henshins in this video, just so we can get an idea, and y'all can get an idea of what we're talking about, because that might make the rankings change some.
We might even do a video in the show. Maybe one episode be reacting to Kamen Rider morphs, or reacting to Power Ranger morphs, or reacting to whatever.
Let us know.
Ta-da.
We'll react to whatever we're interested in. Pretty much. So just let us know.
I like the glove and gauntlet combo, and I like the shin guard, and I like the boots.
They look like wrestling boots.
Mm-hmm. The chest plate is... I like the shoulders.
Yeah.
This part kind of looks funky, and the helmet, I don't know.
Looks like he has a clock on his belt.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a C.
Okay.
Because I'm just...
Yeah, I never much liked this suit either, because I didn't really understand it. Maybe if I ever watched the shows, I'd understand it. But I'm going to put it in a D for Den-O. Ha 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 ha. There's many different forms of Den-O too, like sword form and skull form, and it's the same guy, but a different form of the suit, so I don't know what difference it makes, but, you know. It's here. It's Den-O. The next one we got is Kiva, the vampire one. This is the one, the story behind this one is pretty cool.
He looks pretty cool.
The morphing stuff is very weird. I used to be very weirded out as a kid when I watched it. But it's a pretty cool suit nonetheless. I'm going to give it an A. Because it's very cool looking. I don't give it an S because I think it's too bulky.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Too bulky.
It was kind of bulky.
Too much going on.
I'm going to give it a B.
It looks like a suit where you die of a heat stroke.
Yeah.
If not worse.
Yeah.
But
I can see that.
It's a vampire thing, so I really don't know.
I don't like it's vampire stuff, but I don't like the chains. Like how there's like chains wrapping, and like how one boot is black but the other one's silver.
I think they're trying to make it like punky-ish.
I guess.
Or they're trying to make his leg be a weapon. Because it literally looks like a weapon.
I guess.
To me, it looks like a weapon, and it looks like he's about to fly away.
Come fly
But I think that's the point, because it's bats.
Yeah.
Even his belt is a bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that.
The helmet looks pretty cool.
I think it should be smaller.
The helmet?
All the stuff of the suit is too big.
Yeah.
Like when you see it in the video, like of the henshin and morphs and stuff, he looks big. Like he looks like an overgrown like action figure, and it looks stupid to me. But I like the suit. Other than that, next we got Decade. This guy has the powers of the last 10, I think, Kamen Rider. That's why he's called Decade. Very interesting. I think pink is a very weird choice for a color for this dude. But I do like the black and white stripe on the chest. I think that's cool. Pink is not... I'd never really liked it for a color for that person. From the waist down, I don't care for. It looks like a Nutcracker toy. From the waist down.
I put it at D because I just doesn't do it for me.
I put it at C. Just because I like some of the top stuff. We also, if we react to the Kamen Rider and Super Sentai and Power Ranger and whatever morphs, we might rank those too while we're watching them. Or we might not. We might just watch them. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, C and D. This one's, there's not a lot going for it.
I don't like it.
And they've also got the random ab parts.
Yeah.
I noticed that too. Next we've got Double, which we've actually talked about doing this or making this suit and doing a film with this suit with me and Dawson being double together. Because that's the whole idea of the double outfit, because two people come into one person. Yeah, I give it A.
I give it an A. I think it looks cool.
It's a mix between the Joker Kamen Rider and another one that I can't remember at the moment.
I like by itself. I like the black one where it's the black and purple.
That's the Joker. Yeah, that's the
color
Joker
scheme.
one. Yeah.
I just think it looks really cool.
That one is a suit in itself.
And then this guy just looks like if you just made this completely green. Like
It's the same thing with a different color.
Yeah, if you just made the whole thing like this with the armor plates and have it green like you got right now, it just looks like the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
So.
It looks like they were welded together.
Yeah.
Which I guess is the point because they're coming together.
Gotta be uncomfortable.
Yeah, especially since there's two people in one. Well, technically in the morphing sequence, one of the guys passes out and the other one becomes both of them.
It's like Firestorm.
He takes the soul of that man.
Like in The Flash and everything.
Yeah.
Because Firestorm, it's two people.
Yeah.
But it's like one person's the controller, and then the other one's just kind of like in his head helping him out.
Like the guy who passes out.
Yeah.
In the thing. He just goes into the body.
Yeah.
Basically. But yeah. Both A's, double A's, batteries. Next we've got Triple O. I've always liked this one because the sequence, the morphing sequence for it is very cool. The suit is very different, and I've never really understood it. But I do like it a lot, though. I don't much care for the gauntlets at all. I do like the fact it looks like an owl.
Yeah.
I just think it looks different. I think that's why I like it a lot.
I see a bird, a tiger, and a mantis.
I think it's like the rings when he puts the ring. That's why it's called Triple O because the rings. I think the rings are like different animals.
Yeah.
And it like combines together, and there's like different forms of that suit that can make different other suits.
Oh, that's cool.
Or whatever. It's like Wild Force with their different spirits.
And their little balls.
That I never really understood that. Why don't they just make separate rangers for those spirits instead of stupid? Japan fixed that. But yeah, that one's a cool one. I'm gonna put it on A.
I'll put it on B because I don't know. It looks cool, but like I don't know.
The gauntlets are too much.
Yeah.
The rest of it to me is fine. The gauntlets are too much for me.
Yeah.
Take them all. Actually, take the spiky things off and it'd be fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hi, Lexi.
Triple O, yeah. Lexi just sent me a Snapchat. Next we've got Fourze. This one is garbage, and I never liked this one. I never understood it. This one is more of a kid-friendly Kamen Rider.
Retarded.
It is a very kid-friendly Kamen Rider. I've seen some scenes from the show and it looks absolutely stupid. It is based off of a rocket.
Well, it's Rocket.
Yeah, in the same universe. The helmet is literally a rocket.
He looks retarded.
Yeah, his whole morphin stuff, the whole show, the whole idea is dumb. And F for me.
F for me.
It has an F, starts with an F, and it gets an F. That's how it's gonna be.
F for failure, not even effort. Or
the guy in the show is a school teacher.
Good.
And the other characters are students that he teaches, which is really weird. Not really weird, but the way that they do it in the show, if you look it up, is odd to me.
Huh.
But the suit and that does not don't go together at all, in my opinion. But
I think it looks dumb.
And the name, I think, has to do with the number season or something. It has nothing to do with the suit itself. Which doesn't surprise me at all. Next, we've got Wizard. The magical dude. Kamen Rider Wizard. We've talked about doing films with some of these suits, but chopping the Kamen Rider name off of it.
Yeah.
So, like, Wizard, basically. This one would be. Yeah, he's got, like, a little hand scanner morpher belt thing.
That's weird.
But, yeah, he's a wizard, Harry.
You're a hizzard, Wary.
He's a hizzard. But yeah, Mr. Wizard, he's got a cloak on. I never really much cared for that. Don't.
The helmet looks pretty cool.
I don't see the point in the cape.
Is there a cape?
Yeah, like it's dangling off the side right there. I don't know why.
Oh, this whole part right here.
Yeah,
that's
cape,
a comma.
Yeah, the comma. The comma parenthesis. No. It looks like it would get in the way. Especially since Kamen Riders are known for kicking.
Yeah.
That's kind of in the way.
I'm going to put it as a C.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Wizard.
That's wizard, man.
Wizard. That's pretty crazy, dude. But yeah, Wizard. Magical powers. He's got rings on, too. I think that he can put on the different rings, and he turns into, like, the different forms of Kamen Rider Wizard.
Huh.
It's, like, different colors, I think it is. Next, we've got Gaim. This one is This one is very weird. The show and all the suits in that one are based off of. Get this. This doesn't make any sense. It'll probably not make a lot of sense to you. Didn't make sense to me when I first figured it out. Off of samurai and fruit.
I can see the samurai with the shoulder pads and stuff.
Yeah.
Fruit.
So when they morph, there's the little like. They put a lock right there, and then they put the sword down on it, and then like some big old lock thing comes up and goes down on their head, and it looks like a fruit. Like the lock looks like a fruit.
So they're playing Fruit Ninja.
Yep. Yeah, basically. And then when they morph, it'll open up, and that's where the side plates come from.
So I can see the samurai thing, because if you ever see samurai armor, the chest plate and the shoulders and kind of the helmet.
The helmet is cool.
It does look cool. Like it. So, hold on. I'll show you.
The helmet is also very cool. I'll say that.
To kind of give you a better idea, because you'll probably see what I'm talking about afterwards.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's actually a good picture for it because of the fact of how the helmet is. But you can see.
Oh, yeah.
Like with the helmet
like
and the
samurai.
shoulder pad. Like that's a lot of how their armor is like how the plating is, like right here. And then of course like with the helmet. So it makes sense on the samurai version. I just don't understand the Fruit Ninja.
It's
aspect.
Japanese culture. It's weird too because I think around this time, if not this was after that, but they did the Samurai Super Sentai show or Power Ranger Samurai, and then I think a year or two later they did this one. They were on a little samurai kick for some reason, but it is Japanese culture, so I mean it's normal. I put it a C.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same.
I wish these weren't so big.
The shoulders.
They look like you could just flap in the wind. Because they got the little knots where they can flap.
Yeah.
Do a flippy flappy. And the rest of it's cool.
Yeah.
That part's cool. I like that.
I don't like the color scheme.
Yeah. No, you should see the rest of them. If we look at more of these, the rest of the color schemes for a lot of them are weird.
Like, if you did the undersuit black, and then you did, like, the red, and then this crap red, I think it would look a lot better. Other than orange, red, gold, blue, yellow.
All these random generator colors. You might be seeing that in the future. You may see the Blood Ninja samurai-ish guy show up in the future.
Ooh.
Maybe. Now that we've said that, we might think about it. Next one we've got, Drive. I don't like this one because there's a tire in the middle of it. Take the tire off, and it would have been fine.
The boots look cool.
Everything else about this, right here, everything else about this thing is great. The tire is dumb. Is he going to ride on the ground?
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I'm going to put it in a D for dumb.
I put it at D.
Because it would, to me, if the tire wasn't there, it'd be a B for me.
I only like the boots.
Oh, okay.
The boots look cool.
Well.
Everything else is not going for me.
It looks like a Hot Wheels Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I would just, I would take that wheel out, and then it'd be a B for me.
Yeah, I would take the wheel out and I would take how, like, right here on the helmet, I would take
the
cap off.
spoiler?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I just realized that, yeah. I would take that off probably, too.
And then it'd be pretty okay.
Yeah. Pretty decent. Not great, but it'd be better than what it was. Next one, we've got Ghost. They went back to the whole wizard thing again, except this time they're ghosts. Not the film we did, but the Kamen Rider that is here.
I do not like this.
Yeah, there is not. I get it. You know, a lot of them don't have to have color, but there is not a lot of color going on
Well, there is, but
here. Not as much.
his main color is integrated throughout the suit. It's like lines.
You can't tell what it is though.
Yeah, well,
And they're wearing jackets.
you can see.
Yeah,
it's the color of their line.
But they
details,
make it to where it's not as prominent
Mm-mm.
as it normally is.
And then like jacket with their color, and then like their helmet doesn't even match with the jacket.
Oh yeah, it is true. Yeah.
That's two different colors. That's
It's like if I made the helmet.
It's like a yellow orange for the jacket, and then this is like
Straight
orange.
up orange, yeah. There is a blue version.
Misa gonna put it on D because me not like
it. There is a blue version of this one. That's like the secondary one.
Yeah.
And it looks exactly the same as this, but blue. And I don't like the jacket, so I'm just gonna put it at F because I forgot how much I didn't like the jacket on it because sometimes they wear the hoods up and it doesn't look right to me, like at all. So F for me. Next up, we've got... Oh, gosh, no. X-Aid? Dude, that's an F for me. I remember when we first saw that in high school, because that one came out when we were freshmen, sophomore in high school, and we saw it, and we were like, what the crap are they doing here?
That's like the video game thing, ain't it?
Yeah, this X-Aid is based off of video games. There's a lot of different versions of, like, different suits in the show that are based off of like different video games. Like there's one that's like based like I think it's a snipe is what it's called, and it's based off of like shooting games. Oh. So like it has like one cover over one eye and Illuminati stuff. But yeah,
I don't like it. It's got an F for me.
Yeah, same.
Nothing about this is cool or okay or all right. This is just dumb.
It looks like a human Game Boy. It's a human Game Boy. They love pink for some reason. Nothing wrong with pink, but on a Kamen Rider? Really? On a dude?
It looks dumb.
On a dude Kamen Rider? Don't look right. Moving on. We've got Build. Now this one, we wanted to do a film with this one.
I love the look of that.
Build is a very cool one. We actually in high school, we talked about doing a film character with the Build outfit. And we talked about that for a little bit. That was the first Kamen Rider suit that I know of that you liked. I remember you said.
It's an S for me because I just love the look of it. It looks clean and cool.
I like the colors on it, the red and blue and black. I'll give it an A. It doesn't mean I don't like it. I do. I
don't like it.
Okay. There are just I know I think there was only gonna be like 2 S's that I know of on mine that I'll have, but this one, yeah, this one's good. I know we talked about it in high school. We didn't come up with a story with it, but we did talk about wanting to do our own version of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was just that one or some other one comes into the play. I can't remember. That was like 5, 6, 7 years ago. Yep. But it's cool. It'd be S and an A for us. Next, we've got Zio, the time travel Kamen Rider, who likes to... It's like they went back to the beginning with the knee pads.
Yeah. The helmet's okay. Everything else is...
It's a Rolex.
Weird.
It's a watch.
I don't like it.
Because they go back in time.
The helmet is cool, so I give it a C.
I was going to put the same thing. C for me as well, for Zio. I'm pretty sure that Kamen Rider can go into the past and time travel and go in the future and blah, 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 and all that stuff. And do stuff with other Kamen Rider. They like doing that. Where they try to have them interact with other ones, I guess. But Who knows? I don't, when we watch the morphing sequences, I don't like this one either. It's just not good. It's too much. Recently they've been doing too much, to be quite honest. The next one, I think I know what it is, and I know where it's going. 01 is S.
That's an S.
01 is a very great suit. The show is absolutely horrific.
Yeah,
the show is not great.
The suit's cool though.
The suit, in one of my figure videos, and I might show it on the show later on. I should have brought it down here.
Oh yeah.
I have a 01 statue.
Yeah.
And it looks really cool. This suit is like on Power Ranger level. To be honest,
I love the suit.
The morphing is too much though.
The
show is way too much. Yeah, this show, I'm pretty sure happened during COVID, or in the middle of COVID, so no wonder they're off their rocker. But we are talking about Japanese culture. They're on their off their rocker a lot of the time. I mean, they gave us Pokemon and stuff like Hello Kitty. Yep. So, 01's great. We actually have got a film and a story figured out for this exact suit called the Mighty Mantis. And yeah, it's the only one out of this group that we've actually thought about doing a film about.
Yep. Is
this one. Except it would be the Mighty Mantis and not 01. Because 01 has nothing to do with this outfit. I don't really understand it. The theme song for the show's cool.
Yeah.
I'll say that. But
01.
They just repeat 01 over and over. But yeah, the Mighty Mantis, and I like the other suits in the show as well. We might talk about those later in the future on the Weather Times show. And they'll get their own versions. We were going to have a cool scene in it, I remember, that I brought up, where, like an end credit scene where Caitlin finds a morpher.
Yeah.
And turns into one of the female ones. Mm-hmm. And that was going to be cool. We talked about doing that. That might be in the future. I'm not going to tell you what happens in all of it because it's pretty interesting.
See.
It's very interesting. And we're getting into the last three because I know there's a couple of them that are next. We've got the dinosaur one. Or not the dinosaur one. I'm going a little bit ahead of myself. The night one. Saber. Kamen Rider Saber. I think I got a little too ahead of myself, folks. Kamen Rider Saber, this one's got a lot going on. And a lot of the other ones have a lot going on. So, I don't necessarily like it that much.
If they took away this crap right here.
Or that whole entire arm.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they could have kept the arm red. Just take away, the fire marks off of it. Just that whole ordeal.
I just don't understand how they could fight in that.
I don't know. The suit looks cool. Other than that little
from
side
here over.
thing. Yeah, from here over.
Yeah.
I don't like the helmet.
I like how it's on fire. I just don't like how the saber's in the air. That looks like a weapon in itself.
Just headbutt somebody.
Yeah.
I give it a C.
So hilariously enough, I put a C as well. I like the concept of it because the story about it is there was a Kamen Rider Saber and there was a bunch of other, all the other Kamen Rider in the show. There was the Kamen Riders in the past, and now they've brought them back in the future, and the way that they morph is like books and stuff.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. It's they like to mishmash a lot of stuff that you wouldn't think would go together, like samurai and fruit. That's weird.
That's called Fruit Ninja.
It's called Fruit Ninja.
Is that even an app anymore?
Yeah, it still is. Huh. Get it now. Just in honor of Kamen Rider Gaim.
I used to play that game all the time.
Mm-hmm. So did I. But Kamen Rider Saber, we put it at a C. Now we're getting into the dinosaur one. I was a little too ahead of myself. Revi. I like this one a lot. The colors, not so much, but the outfit itself looks great. I remember seeing it.
Helmet.
I remember seeing it for the first time, and I was like, "This is beautiful."
I think it looks really cool. I just don't like the cotton candy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The colors the colors for the other suits and the other suits in the show are great, but the main one with these colors does not fit.
Cotton candy, man.
I know you wanted to use the helmet.
Yeah.
For something.
I just think it's cool. I think if you took that helmet and did the mouth still silver, and then did the eyes red, and then did everything else black,
It could be like a villain ranger.
I think it would look really cool.
Look like a villain ranger.
Yeah.
Really? Because it don't even look like, oh, this guy's here to help me. This is like, oh, he's gonna eat me. He's gonna kill me now.
He's gonna eat me.
He's gonna eat me alive. But yeah, I put that one an A.
I put it at A too because I like the idea of the suit. I like the suit. The suit looks cool. The helmet looks cool. I just don't like the cotton candy vibe to it.
Yeah.
It's just not working.
They're not good at color schemes.
No.
I'll tell you that. No, they're not.
not.
I guess they like a lot of brighter colors in Japan. I really don't know.
Yeah.
This show had two main ones, and I don't necessarily like the second one. The whole idea of the show was there is like a demon person that is connected to you, and the one in this show, the demon that's connected to this guy, also becomes a Kamen Rider, and it does not look good. I already know where I'm gonna put it. This is Vice. I'm putting it at D. I don't like it. I don't even know what they're trying to go for here. Because it's funny, if you look at the actual dude, that like the character itself, not the suit, it looks just like that.
I'm gonna put it as F.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on here.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm keeping it at D because I like the gauntlets, but that's about it. I'd like some of it, but if they changed a lot of it, it'd be better.
If they just changed this.
All of it. If they
It
changed
would be
every
okay.
single bit of it, we'd be okay. Yeah, there's Vice. Vice is a very different one. And then you put them together, and the show is called Kamen Rider Revice. Ha ha ha. Together, because they're both the main one. We're on to the final one, and this is the one that just came out last year, and I kind of like it because the show is basically based off of, like, Fortnite, and not off of Fortnite, but it's based off of games like that, and, like, Hunger Games and stuff. Geats. It's a fox.
Okay.
There are many different versions of the suit. This is the original, but the one that I do like that I'll show in a minute is the one that's all black from the neck down, and the helmet stays the same. A lot of them are like that, where it's like black and then the helmet's the same. A lot of the other ones look really stupid, but I kind of like this one. I'm gonna put it at B.
I was thinking B too.
Yeah, Geats is pretty cool looking. I like the little weapon there.
Yeah.
From the shoes, it's kind of too much.
Yeah, I don't like the exhaust pipes.
Yeah, I just realized that that's what that was.
And I don't like the knee pads. I like how there's bicep armor. The chest plate looks actually really cool. The shoulders look cool. The gauntlets are a little wonky. They're kind of cool, but they're a little wonky at the same time. This little thing going on right here
They're trying to be slick with that one.
is kind of weird.
They're trying to do something with that one,
So
I guess.
I don't know really what that is. The helmet's pretty cool. I like the helmet.
There's a lot of Kamen Riders in this show where they're like CGI now,
Yeah.
and they look really stupid. Like there is a whole CGI Kamen Rider frog.
Isn't there or is it Power Rangers, where the whole team is like CGI and there's only one
That's
human?
Super Sentai.
Oh.
That's Dawn Brothers, and that one has 2 CGI Rangers, and the other 3 are not. One is a pink pheasant-looking thing that's like 7-8 feet tall, and the black one's a dog that's like 2 feet tall. And the CGI in that show looks very awful. But King Odra looks better, so, you know, it's great. But that was every single one of them. There is going to be a new Kamen Rider coming out this year called Gotchard. Found that out, the other day. I looked that stuff up sometimes. But they trademarked it, so that's going to be a thing. I don't know what that's going to look like. If we figure it out, we'll look at it. We'll tell you what we think. It's going to look weird. I have a feeling, because, you know, a lot of them, I don't know where they get their ideas from.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different motifs, a lot of different ideas that they threw to the wall. just craziness. Craziness. It's funny because I just realized that on 3 of the sections I have 5 in each. But the other two I have 4. And then the top one I've got 2.
Yeah.
We almost have the same amount. Almost.
A lot of them are bad.
Yeah. The best ones for us, Dawson has Build in 01. And then I've got Ryuki in 01. 01 is the consensus best one for us, allegedly, from the list that we just done. And then for the A category, I've got Kiva, the vampire one, Double, Triple O, Build, and Revi, the dinosaur one. And then Dawson.
For A, I've got Ryuki, Double, and Revi.
Yeah, so almost kind of the same, almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then B, I've got Kuuga, Agito, Faiz, Kabuto, and Geats, which is the one we just talked about.
I got Agito, Faiz, Kabuto, Kiva.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Triple O and Geats.
Yeah. And then the C category, I've got Decade, Wizard, Gaim, Zio, and Saber. And I just want to say also, I don't know where the crap they get their names from, but I've always wondered that, and it's super weird to me.
I got Kuuga, Deno,
Wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wizard, Golem, Zo, and Saber.
Nice. And then D, I've got Blade, Deno, Drive, and Vice.
I got Blade, Decade, Drive, and Ghost.
And then the last 4 where ours is almost the same.
Mm-hmm.
We both have Hibiki.
Mm-hmm.
We both have Fourze. We both have X-Aid, but the only difference is he's got Vice, and I've got Ghost on mine.
Yeah.
So we almost come into agreement with the worst ones, too. Now, if we were to do one of the older ones, about all of them would be in the F category.
All of them.
Except for, like, Kamen Rider Black and...
Yeah.
And some of the movie ones, because some of the movie ones are cool. But the rest of them can be thrown in the trash. Where I mean, I get it. I get it that what you're trying to go for, and when you're attempting to do something, but that was the 70s and 80s, and now it's 2023. Whatever.
Even now in 2023, do better.
Yeah, do better. They'll figure it out, maybe not. But that was us ranking all of the Kamen Rider suits. Let us know what you think about our opinions and what we've said about the Kamen Rider suits. Let us know your opinions on them. If you know about Kamen Rider. If you don't know about it, go check it out. It's pretty cool.
Get educated.
Yeah, get educated, folks. But that's going to do it here for us. If y'all want us to rank any more specific things, like watching the Power Ranger morphs, watching Super Sentai morphs, watching Kamen Rider stuff, anything that you think we would be interested in, let us know and we'll see if we can do that. If you like this video, leave a like down below.
See.
Comment any ideas that you want us to do here on the show, like showing off a costume Dawson's made, talking about characters that we've come up with and their backstory, playing video games. We can do that. All sorts of stuff, ranking stuff, reacting to our films, talking about them. Also, before we go, we are going to be filming a film Saturday. So be on the lookout for the next film. Not going to tell you what it is yet. Y'all got to wait until next week, because that's probably when it's going to come out. So look out for that in the week of the 4th to whenever the other Sunday is, the 11th, I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah, so June the 4th to the 11th, look out for a film, because we're going to start working on that Saturday and getting that stuff all together. We're still trying to plan people and that's the big thing. Is we're just planning people and where to go and what to do. It's kind of bringing back the whole Who Took Sarah vibes of how we planned that one.
Just a lot more. There's a little bit of horror-esque into it,
yeah,
and a little bit of fantasy-esque into it.
And we're not going to that much places like we did with Who Took Sarah, because Who Took Sarah, we went to a lot of different places around LJ.
So we're not going to like 100 different places. We might. Maybe 4 places, and that's about it.
Yeah, because we're gonna try to film it in one day. We're also gonna try to film it in the same location for a long period of time. But they won't be in the same like scene together. They'll be like different ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, if y'all got any film ideas, let us know. We will take them in consideration, and we'll give you credit for it. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Most important thing that y'all need to do before y'all click away from this video, because I know you're about to right now, don't click away from this video. Please subscribe. That's the most important thing you can do right now. Hit the bell right next to the subscribe button so you know when we make new videos, new episodes of the Weather News Times on Our Show. My name is Trey Sparks.
I am Dawson Mullins.
We'll see you guys in the next episode of the Weather News Times on Our Show. Bye-bye.